Hi everyone. How we doing? Welcome to Soundodger 2 for the 61st time. Soundodger Sunday number 61. How's everyone doing? Doing well? Anybody watch some good AGDQ today? I watched the first few runs. I watched Mirror's Edge, Donkey Kong Country, a little bit of Just Cause 3, and then I passed out. Took a little midday Sunday nap. Eating Twizzlers! Sorry to hear that. It's okay if you forgot. There's like 7 more days of it. Didn't wake up in time for Mirror's Edge. That's alright. You know, it's a little different without people clapping and making memes. But, you know. They have an animated GIF, little animation that plays of the little dinosaur Vector, the mascot, clapping, like fully populated in the crowd. So there you go. One day I will no longer be eating Twizzlers. Yes, it's the day you stop eating it. You know. Twizzlers. Sorry to knock on Twizzlers. I think there's better strips of fruit out there. It's virtual so they can have runners that aren't from the US. Yeah. It's virtual because of the pandemic. They have people fly in from around the world before they did every time. Now, of course, there's people that can't afford to fly to the US or can't for other reasons. And so it's nice they get to participate. But that's what the ESA is for, right? What does it stand for? European Speedsters Assemble? It's the European speedrunner community. What's the A stand for? European Speedsters Assembly. I was gonna say assembly, and I thought that's such a strange... I said assemble, didn't I? I said assemble. What's up, Ace Checker? Still mad that it got canceled this year when I actually remembered to register because the person in the venue is 5 minutes from my house. Oh. Oh, the in-person venue is 5 minutes. Oh. That's a shame. Could have walked there. I was going to have a Pepsi and I realized I should just take it easy. It's nighttime. It's nighttime. I'm just drinking some peach juice. Doesn't even fizz. One of the only benefits of being in Minnesota. You get to be in the most northern state of the contiguous 48 states. So there's that. You're close. Well, I assume you're close to... No, Maine is not. There is a tiny strip of land of Minnesota. You can see it on the border that goes above the line of demarcation between Canada and US. And that little piece goes above Maine by, like, I don't know how many miles, 10, 20 miles or something. So there's that. Anyway, I was going to say you're close to Milwaukee, which means you're close to the Red Letter Media guys, and I like them. They get me through the week, month, and year. It all started with the episode 1 review, and I've been a fan ever since. In fact, sometimes I watch movies just so I can watch their review afterwards. Like, I've little to no interest in a movie, but I'm like, ooh, they reviewed it. Let me go watch the movie real quick, and then I can watch their review. Sometimes I'm lazy and I just watch the review without having seen the movie if I don't care, but for the most part, that's how that goes. Anyway, throw a 1 in chat if you'd like to see the Soundodger 2 editor. Throw a 2 in chat if you would like to just do something else. You like to when RLM people diss that Twin Peaks Explained video? That was good. Are you the Bean Dad I've been hearing so much about? You know what's interesting? Bean Dad happened today, and he's gone. Well, he deleted his account. He just deleted his account. So now if you want to go back through the tweets, you can't Now Twitter's going off on Ken Jennings. Wait, I heard he was going to be the new host of Jeopardy. Is that true? Is he going to be the host? I remember, okay, so I'm a little out of date on Ken Jennings. I know he said some stuff that was off color, just over time, his jokes. And he apologized like a day or two ago, and what people are still upset with him after he apologized. Everyone gets an apology. Everyone gets it. You can do horrible things, or just lighthearted bad things. If you apologize, it's fine. Because he has a podcast with that dude, and Bean Dad had a penchant to tweet the hard R and various slurs. Yeah. Whatever. You apologize and then stop doing the thing that you apologized for. No repeat offense. And you're good to go. It's not that hard. If you keep doing it, then you lose everyone's trust and then you're a wash up. Anyway, if I ever do something y'all don't like, maybe I'll apologize too. But for now, I'm really playing it safe with you. All of you. I'm trying to be the best game developer that you've ever been able to just talk to casually in Twitch. Anyway. I did read his tweet thread this morning, so I'm one of the few millions of people who got to read it. I'm sure it's screenshotted. Anyway, we got 3 1s and 1 2, so that was great. I got to read it. It was a trip. Yeah, it's fine. It's not even that. It's just the abridged version gives you just as much content as the full version. You can just get the 2-sentence summary and you're good. Anyway, here's the editor. And clearly I have some work to do. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed, everyone. And, alright. Let's hit play. Did you know that all you had to do was press the E key from here? I was going to have an editor button, but y'all would just be telling me to click it every time. You just hit E on the keyboard, which is secretly how you also get to the editor in Soundodger Live, which I believe no one has, except for me. So anyway, here's it. Now, before I hit the E key, I want you to know that I worked hard this week to fix up a lot of things in the editor. I worked hard. I fixed a lot of bugs. I got things working. I added some visual things that looked kind of dead. It's going to look horrible. This is like when you have guests coming over and you clean up your house, except the house is only half built. The stairs lead to nowhere, and there's an entire hole in the back of the kitchen because the back rooms aren't built. So whatever you see, it's under construction. It's placeholder. I'll try and point out everything in an honest way that you don't think that it's going to have 4 buttons total. But, to be honest, I think the non-Soundodger streams could very well be a huge workload for the editor. What? A non-Soundodger stream? You mean a Twitch broadcast stream or a bullet stream? What? Anyway. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, editor. There you go, boys. And gals. This is the editor. Now, there's a bunch of debug stuff over here. Don't mind that. But if you want to get some inner workings of what I need to know while I'm working the editor, there you go. Like, for instance, the mouse is here. And by the way, the mouse, I can just go... Oh! You guys are getting robbed. Wait, what? How'd that happen? Hold on. I'm already running it. I've literally clicked nothing and it's already not working. All right, custom cursor. Right off the bat, we've got a custom cursor. Why did it go away? I did this and came back and it disappears. What? Unity's horrible. All right, we're gonna not leave the window anymore. I was going to show you the mouse X position can go all the way through my second monitor and just show thousands of units, but whatever. Okay, so we got that. It should look familiar to the old Soundodger editor users. So we've got the game preview here, we've got some buttons up here, we've got the timeline down here, and then you already know what's going to be popping up in this area. There's a lot of missing stuff. You can see there's going to be a whole bunch of buttons here, and I just don't even have that many. But you can control the mouse, the cursor here. It's not one-to-one anymore, it's relative movement instead of absolute, so you can control it kind of easily without having to go all the way up into the thing. Let's take a... what should we look at first? I didn't even plan out how we're going to go through all this, but let's just go through it a little bit at a time. Settings. Right now I'm using OGG files because I'm having trouble getting MP3s to show the waveform, the little vertical lines of volume here. So OGGs work fine because those are natively work fine in Unity, and MP3s are not supported. You have to get like third-party plugins, and they're all kind of here and there. This is all straightforward stuff. Song title, song artist. Website is added. That's something from Overpass. We're to add music to find more music from the artist. Bandcamp, SoundCloud, Spotify, whatever. Level creator is you. That's you. Level notes and whatever you want to put here. This is something that I purposely hid from you because I didn't want you to see what it is. I'm not spoiling everything. Well, it's not working yet anyway, so I'm not going to put it there because it may not be something I want to keep. So, number of enemies. This is pretty straightforward. I have it going to 64, which is ridiculous. But let's leave it at 8 right now. Difficulty. I'm not going to touch that, but there's different difficulties, and I'm not doing a circle rating. We're doing a different kind of rating that's easier to make sense. Challenge, you already know what that's mirror, trail. I'm not going to click that. Challenge amount is how many mirrors and trails you have. Movement, you already know about some of those. You know about screen wrap, you know about progress ring, right? You're locked onto the progress ring. I'm not going to click that. There's spoilers in there. Background is all the different backgrounds you can do. I'm not going to click that. There's spoilers in there. Redacted, we're going to leave that at nothing. And arena size does not work. It's not hooked up to anything. But theoretically, you'd be able to have the arena be a different size. And this will be an input box, so you can type in whatever you want. I think the game is going to... whatever. If you want to make it negatives, it just won't work. Whatever. You'll have an unplayable level. That's on you. I don't want to limit you. Like, the slider will tell you what works fine. I can't get to 100. You know. Alright, edit colors here. This is definitely in progress. But this is kind of the same as Soundodger 1. So you put in your hex code, and you know, you can kind of change that. There's a new thing. There's BG Alt. That is a secondary color, which is not used in the classic rings from Soundodger 1, but the other ones you've seen in the trailer, those have a two-tone thing, so you can do those two colors. Outlines is, I think everything else is kind of the same here. Boomer, that should say plus. That's old text there. Update just does it right now if you didn't hit enter, and then you cancel, apply, whatever. Let me make... actually, BG Alt right now is the rings. That is the rings. We'll do it like that. Apply. Okay. They're not... No, I mean, you can call them whatever you want, but they're going to be called pluses. They're called pluses everywhere else. So here's the timeline. You can see it's already pre-populated with these grid lines, which are done by the BPM. You would tap this when the song is playing. So I can probably pause it now. Pause my chill hop music. That is so quiet. Is it quiet for you too? It looks super quiet. Hold on, let me... How low is Unity? Unity is not that low. It's so quiet. Alright, how's that? That should be good. What is up with my desktop audio? I'm at like full volume and it's like barely audible. That's weird. Okay, well, it should be good now. Volume mixer? No, I just looked at volume mixer. It's all good. I know I've been switching stuff when I'm on Discord with my friends, but... Oh, OBS is low. Hold on. There we go. I fixed it. There we go. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, I can see the little sliders going. That was weird. Oh, that's right. I turned OBS down because it was, Year Mix 202. Alright, that should be good. So this is the trailer song, yeah. So you would, I'm not going to tap it because I'll mess it up. It's synced up pretty nicely right now. But you would tap this, you know, tap that, tappity tap tap, and it'll actually does this in real time. Every time you click, it'll readjust them, and then you kind of just stop when it looks good. Cool. So let's start adding stuff. You can see there's layers now. We got 10 layers. And we can, we're on add, we have 2 tools. Oh, mouse cursor's back. We've got 2 tools right now, add and select. So if you click, then we have this here, and this should all look fairly similar to Soundodger Plus. Pattern, you can tell it's at this time. Enemies, we have 2 rows right now, and that'll be interesting in a moment. These are now drop downs to save space. And so here you can just choose your type of bullet you want. I'm calling them arrows now because it's weird to call them linear because other things move linearly, so this arrow is a little bit more accurate to what it is. Good, it is called plus, and you can see I have heart and error just there. Just there. So there you go. Just so you don't have to, you know, go in. I don't want you to have to go into the XML if you don't want to, right? Pattern, you already know what these are. But you will notice something's missing. Anybody notice there's one missing? Something's missing. It is... I already forget what it's called. It's called Wave, right? So you know why it's missing? Because I added this thing called Rows, which is usually in Wave. So if I just have rows here during normal, guess what? Bam. Turns into what Wave would have been. Da-da, 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 da-da. Easy enough, right? And then you can just, you know, keep going. So there's that. These are the same idea. You can see I've changed the offset amounts. They can go -180 to +180. Amount goes to 50. I think it was already 50. Speed can go up to 25. And these are still Soundodger Plus values, more or less. Spread, however, goes all the way to 360, so you can do other patterns a lot more easily. Spread, by the way, is what used to be called angle, and angle I thought was not a good descriptor because there's something else called offset, which is also an angle, technically, so spread is better because that's the cone, right, that they fit through. That kind of stuff, so... and again, these are all text boxes, so you can just type in whatever value. That should probably not be a decimal, but other things can be decimals. Offset, amount probably should not be decimals too. I think it just takes the integer value, so it shouldn't be an issue. I'm not going to try it now, it might break. But speed can be decimals, spread can be decimals, whatever. Pattern. Okay, burst, yeah. And then stream, you can see adds duration as a thingy. And this is placeholder. This doesn't have like, this is just a rectangle that I put there. But you can click and drag like before, you know. Well, notice it changes up here, so the duration is changing up there, and you can type it in here. So if I type 1 and press enter, it doesn't update here. Oh, okay, well, it should update. It doesn't. I'm trying to make things convenient for you. The default bullet, whatever, for now is the first 5 and 1s and 0s and 5s. But if, you know, like before in Soundodger, if I hit copy data and go down here and hit paste, it'll paste that stuff. And also if I just make a new one, it'll paste whatever was copied, you know, as the default. You can drag things left and right just before, but right now I have snap turned on, if you remember. So they're actually snapping to the beat, which is very nice. If you want to turn off snapping, you have like caps lock to toggle between. So when snap is off, obviously you can do whatever you want. But as a shortcut, if you don't want to turn it on and off, You can just hold shift in a lot of places, so you can like hold shift and it'll do that, but like snap is on, so if I hold shift, you can do refine stuff and then let go, whatever. So it'd probably convenient to let people set duration in beats instead of seconds. Yes, the issue with that currently is that this grid is not based on beats. I guess it could be later. That's something I know. I've already been thinking about that. I'm like, I don't want to. I just want to type in a thing and have it go right there. Because right now I don't have snapping. I do want to have snapping for that edge to have it snap right there. You know what? I should just start writing things down because y'all sometimes have good ideas. Sometimes. Here we go. And this is called. Where's it called? Request. I have a request section on my notepad thing. So you just want to have duration as time. Okay, lovely. So that's cool. That's all in there. Wonderful. Oh my, I still have a power up there. Every time I click, it's gonna give me my power up. I need to turn it off. It should only work when I click in here. Anyway, I would like to not have a stream bullet. We're going to delete these real quick. Someone had a request, by the way, instead of having... Oh, first of all, let me show you this. So if you change enemies, you can see enemies change up in the marker deck as well, up here. So if I change enemies to an even amount, they're always stacked one over another, so you can hit pairs very easily. So if I do 7 and 19, bam, those are opposites to each other. So if I do 11 and 23, those are pairs to each other. Because I know you always do pairs a lot. Pairs are done often, you know? So that's pretty cool. Also, you can see I took someone's request. It was in the request. You can drag select. So if I have like all of these and I want to switch to like the other row down here, if I just click and drag and then click and drag, it's already done. So that is incredibly easy. As soon as I put that in this week, I put it in, I was like, oh my god, why was this not in the game before? Like, honestly, why was this not in the game before? I also added a thing, if you hold control, instead of having to click this one and then click this one, you can just click, hold control and click, and it'll just, no matter how many are selected, it'll just do the one you clicked. So that one should make that a lot easier to do that kind of thing as well. So that should be nice. You can also have no bullets. I don't know why. Maybe as a marker on the timeline? Shift clicking does nothing. I don't know what you would want shift click to do. But alright, so let's see what this does. This shoots a bullet, lovely. And it's just shot normally center. So there's a new aim here called World, which you saw in the trailer, but I don't think you saw in action. This always shoots in a certain direction. So 0, your offset is really what you want to look at here. 0 is straight up, 180 is straight down. So if I do this, it's going to shoot straight up. If I do every single bullet, they're all shoot straight up, if that makes sense. So if this was a stream, for example, and it was spinning, you know, they would always be shooting up no matter what. Like, it would do this cool twisting effect. We haven't gotten to the event. I was about to click that and spoil a whole bunch of things. We ain't doing that yet. But anyway, you can change this offset like for the duration to make that 180. Why didn't that update? Okay. So you can see you have these very straight bullets now coming out of the enemies, which I believe was very difficult to do in Soundodger Plus, if I'm not mistaken. That was a very difficult thing to do. So now it's a lot easier to do that. And there's another one I want to add. I haven't done it yet. But it's one that is similar to this, but it would be like the average, if that makes sense. It would be the average towards the center. So if I had like these, this quarter pie right here, they would all be this way. They would all be 45 degrees diagonal like that. Does that make sense? Like they'd all shoot like that? Does that make sense? Okay. So that would be helpful, because right now you can't do that either. Because this would, the current thing right here, this is useful if you want to fill the whole screen, but you may not know where the enemies are going to be. you may not know where the enemies are going to be because as it's rotating, you got time warps, you got slowdown on people's computers, whatever. So hopefully that's alleviated if I add that fourth one. I think, what do I call it? I forgot what I'm going to call it. But I still have to put that in. Lasers are locked to streams. They have to stream because they have to exist for more than one frame. And they currently do not aim at player yet. That's broken. There's a few things. There's a lot of things broken with lasers, but oh my god, lasers are white. Excuse me. Lasers are orange. This may not work. Sometimes you have to restart to get color. Oh, they're orange. Okay, so lasers are orange. That's cool. You can see they start warming up 1 second before. So the laser hasn't actually started right here, but they have their warm up, their little thing that they warn you with, and you can't get hurt while they're like that. So once they're like that, they hurt. So there's still a lot to do in the for lasers, but for the most part they're working. There's just a few little kinks you got to get out. There's some cool stuff we can do. Like if we had like 50 of them. Oh my god, let's not break everything. 25 of them, and let's just do opposites. Do that. Can you go in? All right, duration's fine. Let's do -180. These things used to update. Something broke this week. And then spread 0 to 360. So they're gonna like really spread out. I don't know if I have to do that. Okay, so now they're gonna be one line that's gonna spread out like that. Of course, this is impossible to get through unless you have a heart or something. But again, you can do some really weird looking things there. Player aimed lasers could be cool if they only follow you during the charge up phase. World laser, yeah, that would be a thing. Yeah, that will be a thing. Impossible levels. Cool. So, oh, did I make a new one? I did. If you want to drag to a different layer, you can't right now. I don't want you to drag up and down because you might like offset the time by accident, like when you're not snapped and you're trying to like, you know what I mean? So right now it's locked to control up and down, so you can do that, and it'll do that. If you have a bunch of things that you made, first off, yes, you can hold control and do this. You can't drag yet. I haven't put that in, but you should be able to, click one and drag all three. I do have a selection thing now, which is kind of like the Soundodger one, but this one's way better. So this one just selects things, and I can use control up and down now and move them. So it's like, if I just keep going down, by the way, they'll start collapsing on each other. Kind of see how that's happening until it's like one unreadable mass of bullets. So, be careful with that. But the selection, by the way, can we not have it? I thought I copied one that's not a thing. The cool thing about selection is it also adheres to the snapping rules. So you can see if I start dragging right here, it'll snap to sections of bullets. So and again, I can turn off snapping and do very fine selection for snapping, which is cool. Yes, so we have all that. That's lovely. What else? I think that's it for these guys right now. Obviously, they're going to be different colors and shapes based on what bullets and patterns and things they are. So from a distance, you'll be able to see what everything is. We can also subdivide the grid. So if I hit this button here, you can do like half beats. You do it again, you can do quarter, whatever. Well, it was quarters, now it's like eighths or sixteenths. So that's very easy to do. And snapping doesn't care what you're at, it just always snaps like that. So what is MP? MP, I'm going to let you guys guess, and until somebody guesses what MP stands for, we're not going to click it, and that is the greatest surprise of the entire stream. So we're just going to keep working on that until we get there. Over here we have named layers, which are very boring, but if you want, you can change it to Beans World, and you can call this one effects, you can call that one base, you can do whatever you want there. Multiplayer, northern phase, none of you are right yet. Music protection, no. Not gonna lie, editor's somehow way better. What do you mean somehow? I've had 7 years to think about this, but thank you. These buttons here, mute the layers, which I believe I mentioned verbally a few streams ago. But muting actually does... I say things work and like they should work, but who knows, you know? So let me delete. So here, and let me make these look different here. So we'll make these bubbles. Okay. So here's just a bunch of bullets in the bubbles, right? So if I mute this, theoretically, it only shoots the 2 bubbles. There you go. And here it should shoot nothing. Cool. So muting works if you have a whole bunch of effects and you want to see some pattern a lot more easily, like, oh, these arrows are just in the way, I don't want to see them. You can mute those and not have to worry about them. But they will be playable in the level. Like, these will all be unmuted, so to speak, when you're playing the level live. But in the editor, it's so you can see things a lot easier. You want to see more world aim stuff? We'll do that once I get to the events, which I'm close to doing, because no one knows what MP stands for. Did I do everything else here? I think so. Load and saves, boring AF. We did settings. Yeah, okay. So now we're going to move on to events, and you're probably going to see something. First off, Soundodger Plus only had 2 events, time warp and spin rate. Spinning the enemies and slowing down time or speeding it up, and that's it. Where's info? It's not in yet. Like the info for the bullets, it's not in yet. So we had 2, and now when I click events, you can see there's a lot more. Time and spin rate are there, but we also have gravity, size of the arena, whatever dist is. I haven't even told you about that. Chrome, I mentioned that briefly, chromatic aberration, spotlight effect, and blur, which is lovely. And would you believe it? I'm actually not done adding effects or events to this. So we actually still have some things here. So MP stands for microphone. Distribution, good. All good guesses, all incorrect. Someone just DM'd me. Oh, they didn't DM me. This is a blah 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 blah. See you tomorrow morning. Who is this? What is this fake? Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. All right. So anyway, you can see the obviously the bullets hide, but also the layers hide because we don't there's layers doesn't make sense anymore. 10 layers of one thing. So this is more or less what you're used to in Soundodger Plus. You can drag your bullets up and down. Notice they are snapping right now. It's snapping to nice whole values, but again, Shift is your little buddy here. If you hold Shift, you can actually do fine values, and I am going to have a marker deck equivalent thing up here for anchors, so you can fine-tune that how you want. Shift is your key. You can actually you could just do whatever. Like, I don't care. Whatever you want. Whatever value. I don't care. Whatever. Can you change? Yeah. So there's that. That's not where I clicked. Okay. There's a few problems with. There's some logic problems. So if you drag this, look at snap. It's not supposed to snap. Something's wrong with my math, so I gotta fix that. But it should theoretically let you, drag up and down and that kind of stuff. And you can use, by the way, you can use your comma and period like before. So those still work for selecting things. So, I mean, if this one's like way up here and you can't select it anymore, you can just do that and get rid of it, Cool, so I don't want negative time. Or 2 times. Spin rate. Okay, so now we can show you some of the spin rates. So we'll just put it. Oh, I have this at 10. It used to be 5. Well, 5's fine right now. Beautiful. So let me go back to bullets and let's just put on a single stream. You guys want to see world bullets? I'll do world. We'll shoot an arrow. It's always going to be shooting upwards. Duration is going to be longer. Speed, you can just do 10. Why not? I don't know why my things don't update. They used to update when you did it. And spread doesn't matter because the amount is 1. Okay, here we go. So these, as you can see, Wow, I really clicked early, didn't I? Okay, so now they're shooting upwards, but they're spinning, so... so no matter where they are, they shoot upwards. Kind of cool, right? I forgot how zoomed out I was. Okay, so that's better. So we can also, I mean, we can change... First off, let's have it not spin so quickly, huh? We'll start at 0. Work our way up. So now the spin rate is going to speed up a little bit, and then eventually it's going to go fast enough that we'll have to... Oh, never spun fast enough, did we? That's right. Cool, so that's spin, gravity, y'all already know. We kind of played with it before. Let me turn off spin rate. I know, I'm going to keep... Now I need muting for these, that's what I need if I'm going to keep doing this. Just for demoing stuff. We'll keep doing that. We'll make the speed start slower. I gotta remember not to use my keypad, that's all my Twitch, my OBS scenes. So we'll do gravity, and we'll start at, I don't know. I don't know what this is gonna look like. We'll see. Let's see. Gravity is picking up. They are, that behaved weird. What was that? Oh, what was that? Okay, I think gravity should be negative. I think that's what I was looking for. Someone tell me what I'm doing wrong. Gravity 2. Why is it not, Why are they just going up and not coming down? Oh, those ones came down. Wait, what? Alright, something's... Don't worry about that. We're not gonna... Gravity's fine. Size is usually at 100. You can see right here is the 100 there, so... We can, right now I just have it locked at 25. But again, you'll be able to type stuff and do whatever you want. So, this was pretty straightforward. It, doesn't work. Why are things just not working now? I don't even have an error. Oh, now it's going. It's like off. Was it? Oh wait, now it's working. Okay, now it's working. Cool. And you get locked into it, and bullets get erased if they're outside of it and stuff like that. So that's cool. Yes, we can go to 300, but it doesn't. The camera doesn't keep up yet. I haven't put that in, so it's a little too big. Oh, it's like the progress ring is the new gameplay area. Huh. That's something. We're gonna skip distortion. We'll go to chromatic aberration, which looks really good with 100 is too much. I feel like it should never go to like 50. My bullets still there? Oh, they're over here. Come over here. So chromatic aberration adds this effect, which you did see in the trailer. And as it goes up, it gets more intense. That is the most intense. We can just go to 100, and it's like gonna hurt your eyes. It doesn't affect the center. It only affects the edges. Further away from the edges it is, the more it affects things. But it's kind of wild looking. Kind of wild looking. You can also click through, and it does keep that intact there, so you can see how much it like really messes with stuff. Very interesting. What game is this anymore? That's chromatic aberration. Spotlight is the same idea, but with a spotlight. There you go. Okay, so spotlight focuses in on the player. 100 is a value I made up that looks like that, but again, you can hold shift and go up, and then it gets so small that I guess you literally wouldn't be able to see. Ooh, let's keep going. Hold on, how high can we go? There's how high I can go on my monitor. Let's see how tight that goes. Wait, it's not centered. Did you see that? Anyway, something's wrong with the timing on this. You see that it's not matched up. What? Everything was working. And then this week I changed so many things. Anyway. Do bullets light up, or can you only see immediately around your cursor? Bullets do not light up. Because this is an effect that goes on top of everything. It is literally a camera effect that blocks out everything below it. Bean, show me forbidden time warps. Forbidden time warps? What? Anyway. Blur is a global blur on everything. There's 100%, which is like, again, too much. So this will blur the game. Beautiful, unplayable. Oh, I still made it. Lovely. So we can also, by the way, hit the G key just like before in Soundodger Plus and get the full screen version. So if the blur for some reason looks different at a quarter size, so I'm gonna have to change the math based on when it's, because you can see how blurred it is here versus how blurred it is here. It's like more blurred when it's tiny, like it's applying the same amount on something that's half or a quarter the size. So I will be changing that. Yo, you can now simulate my horrible eyesight in Soundodger. Ooh. If you address this, I missed it, but is distance. It is not. It is not. But anyway, we're blurred, which is cool. Now I feel bad about the level I was going to show you, because I did work on my level for this song. And if all the events are off for some reason, let's just hope I broke something here and it's fine there. Dist is short for distraction. Nobody understands. Nobody gets it. Which makes me feel like we're done. Because no one guessed what MP stands for. And nobody guessed what dist stands for. Okay. Oh, my blur is still there. It shouldn't be. That's weird. It's almost as if... Huh. Well, let's not go right there. Clearly it thinks there's a blur anchor here. Let's just not work over there. Okay, let's work over here now. It's okay, we're fine. Everything's in progress. Dist is short for distribution, where you can copy the game's legal files. Oh. Did someone say distortion yet? No. No one said distortion. And you know what? You're correct. Ding, 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 ding. Uh-oh, someone did say it? Uh-oh. Wait, who said it? Bird husband? Yes, many people have said distortion. Oh. Alright, well, you know what? You know what? Everyone's correct. Everyone's correct. Everyone's correct. Nobody's wrong. Anyway, distortion is 0 here. I'm going to make it 0 here. And let's make it negative 100 here. And let's shoot a bullet. A single bullet. A single centered bullet. Alright. Let's see if this works. Distortion negative 100. I think it happened too early. Let's do 25 rows with speed 10 and speed 1. Let's do that. Here we go, let's try that again. Cool. So that's distortion. Is that not enough? Do you want to see more? Here, we'll do it like this. Here's distortion again. Oh my goodness. That's fun. Do you just want to see it left on? Do you just want to see, is it too much? Too much for you? Here it is, just turned on. There it is, turned on. Distortion's amazing. It changes space instead of time. So you can do that. You know what we can also do? We can do it at 100. 100's weird. Because you thought that was fisheye? No. This is fisheye. So now you're kind of like stuck. The movement of your mouse, by the way, is the same. The amount your mouse needs to move, it just seems to move faster in the center, so to speak. So it's very sensitive in the center, and then you have to like, it feels like you have to move a lot more when you're over here. Some could call it a fisheye lens. Looks like overpass, doesn't it? Anyway, so that's cool. We can also just, you know, whatever you want to do, man. This is your level. This is your world. We're just living in it. So we're just gonna... Where's my bullet? Oh, here it is. Sorry, I got too excited. The bullet's right here. Okay. Let's go. Alright, I can dodge this. Literally, I don't have to move, but anyway. This is one of those things that's definitely better if it's more subtle. Well, I mean, I'm giving you a lot of options here. You know what you're not supposed to do? You can, but you're not supposed to like do that, and then do that, and then you know, it's like using every filter in Photoshop one after another. Like, what do you think is gonna happen? It's gonna look horrible. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? Here's literally everything, and it's horrible. If you turn every single thing on. Are you even ready for this? Oh my god. No. No. Look how tiny it is. It's still playing, by the way. It's still going. We got a long way for it to ramp down. It's gonna be like 4 minutes. Whoa, look at the spotlight. Whoa. That's cool. Oh, the arena's huge. The arena's 300. I can just go off screen. That's kind of cool. So that's not going to happen once the camera moves with you. This is now a Metal Gear Solid stealth game where you have to get around the bullets without detecting them. No, you are the spotlight. The bullets can't see you. Anyway. That's that. So no one... Let me reload this level. I do not want to have to deal with what I just did again. Also, I'm just curious, is this fixed now? Spin rate. Is this fixed now? If I do this, is it like still not synced? Bam. Oh, it's working now. Hold on. We're at max right there. It should go to 0 right there. Okay, we're working. All right, something broke before. We're good now. And does it still spin? It doesn't still spin. All right, so I want to make sure I'll turn up for myself. Let's see. All right, so we have this beat here, right? Bean, someone has redeemed a question. The question was, which car do you drive? I drive a Toyota RAV4 2017 hybrid, dark gray. Great vehicle, 30 miles per gallon. It's okay. A lot of good space. I can fit 8-foot wood boards in there. It's a good car. It's nice. All right, so let's say I wanted to do this. Can you guys hear the... Yeah, you can hear the beat there. So let's say I'm doing this, right? So I have... All right, so I have that one. I'm going to make it 1 and 5 and 1 5 3 7. Have this nice like, right? We'll do that, and then we'll copy it so I can just keep doing this, right? So I'm going to click. It's snapping. We're good to go. So now it's going to do this, right? 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Right, that's cool. So that's nice, but what if I wanted to do every other, right? We could do this. I do have multi bullet editing, so you can do this, right? I can change this and do the inverse of this. So now when I click, it'll do this, right? Dun, 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 dun. Right, I still have it selected, thank goodness. But what if I didn't? What if I had nothing selected? Oh, I have to go select them again, right? 1 2 3 4 5. Shoot. Hold on. 1 2 3. I actually did mess up there. I was not intending to be like those infomercials where they screw up. Did I screw up? Hold on. So I'm just going to do... Oh, I did screw up. Hold on. Shoot. Oh, my God. All right, hold on. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. I'm just going to do Control down. We're good. So now if I want to do it, you know, I can just select it and I can select it, right? This is so much work. This is so much work. And you know what's also weird? This is a repeating pattern, right? This is a repeating pattern. I want to take all this and I can copy it, right? And we can go here and paste, and it's pasted again, right? So that's all working. But what if I want to edit this again? Oh, okay, so I have to select these, and then there's so much there, right? I don't like any of that. So that's what NP is. MP stands for, let me make sure I select it all. MP stands for make prefab. So I'm going to click, I used to say make prefab, which is why it's so wide, and I purposely changed the letters so you guys wouldn't just be looking at it the whole time. I was showing you the boring stuff. So this is make prefab. I clicked that and it condensed these into a tiny version of the editor, right? So you can come in and edit it if you want. We won't get to that just yet. For right now, I just want to show you the cool part. The editor allows you to treat these prefabs like actual objects that you can scale. So if I just want to repeat it, I just need to drag it, and those bullets are repeated as long as I want them to be. It's a little hard to see right now, but oh, you can see them now. There's dotted lines. That's where it repeats. So that's where the repeat was, and it keeps going. So now the cool part is, if I want to come in and edit these, you can see it's highlighting each section. If I highlight one, it shows you all the repeated, the ghost ones, we're calling them, if we repeated them. So you can actually change the layers and stuff like that and change the values of these. And oops, I'm on select. Oh, that's a glitch. I gotta not be in select tool. So I can select these boys and hello? And I can change their values and do stuff. So if I change these to like all of them, now it's changed all of these here, which is cool, right? But you know what? Why did we even do that? Why did we even do that? You know, all we had to do? We had to just do that and that. This one is changed to that. Right, this is what we had before. 1, 2. That's it. That's literally all we need. The selection is very important because that tells us our start point and our end point. So it's right there, and right there is that empty part right there. You can kind of see, can you guys see the highlight there? So I'm gonna hit make prefab, and we just have 2 beats, and I can drag it out for the entirety of this section. And if I just edit one of them, it edits all of them in one shot. So that's very handy. Very handy indeed. If you just wanted to have one beat, like just to be a beat that happens, you can literally do that, make prefab, and drag this bad boy out. And only have to change it once. Only have to change it once. For those of you who are upset about how long it takes to load big levels, this will maybe help with that. Because this prefab, this is 2 lines of code in the editor, or in the XML. This is 1 line to tell you what the prefab is, and another line to tell you what this orange one does. So all of this is 2 lines, no matter how big or small it is. So that's kind of cool. There's a lot of other fancy tricks you can do with prefabs. You can also, you can add stuff too after the fact, and it, adds the duplicates in. You can drag them out and stuff like that. But it's also nice if like there's a special ending here, like this. How does this end? Right, so this one ends like on the halfway there, so let me just subdivide my grid, and I'm just going to end it right, snapping, end it right there. So now it'll, I was off by 1. Right, so I can kind of see where that ends, and this is not a good example because there's no bullets right there, but you kind of get, I can cut it off early. You can see how the dotted line, it cuts off there, but there's still more of it that would be there. You cannot create a prefab within a prefab. I am making a hard no on that. Technically, a prefab has its own 10 layers inside of it, and the editor timeline has 10 more layers, so you could have up to 100 layers of things going on here, which I think is enough compared to Soundodger Plus's 1 layer that it had. So we'll just keep that there. Again, same stuff works here. You can drag up, control click up and down. You can drag this left and right. You can even, if you wanted to, you can drag beforehand, and so you can loop in either direction and do like a little intro to the loop, Our previous features that you can only add via Notepad can now only be Our previous features that you can only add via Notepad can now be added directly in this one. That's my my goal. My goal is to have you not be in XML at all, if I can help it. At all, if I can help it. But, I mean, if there's something you need to keep going into the editor to do, or CBeyond needs to make a hack of my game, let me know, and I'll see if I can add something to make your life a little more convenient. What else? What else? Hi, Bean. I'd like to know what the first redacted option in level settings is. Ooh, look at that! And you just redeemed 10,000 channel points. The first redacted. By the way, that's a button that's hooked up to nothing. That used to say album art, and this would have displayed the album art here. And the album art would theoretically be shown on the level select screen, which I did not do for Soundodger Plus. And I kind of don't want to do here, but I do think I should for user levels. I don't want to do it for the game. Like all the songs I'm making, I have to make up a cover art for each song? Or am I just going to make one Soundodger 2 cover and just generically have that? Anyway, it sounds like a petty reason not to include that. So that's something I haven't implemented at all, because the level select, as you can tell, is way less advanced than this thing. So can I see the background option? There you go. Okay, so I think that's everything here. Now there's a lot of stuff for prefabs that is both broken right now, and there are features still I want to do with it. So stay tuned for that. And is there anything else? There's something else I feel like I'm missing for the prefab. Oh, currently you can't play levels with prefabs in the main game because it doesn't know how to read them. I didn't add that logic in yet. So if I wanted to show you my level I made, I have to show you in the editor. Oh, and by the way, will the game support Steam Workshop? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think it'll be cool. I don't want to do it and get in trouble. I don't want to do it and have it be half-assed like it is in Overpass. I'd like it to be actually good. But if it's not going to be good, I don't even want to do it. I'd rather just have the community take care of it themselves, which they are more than capable of. So I don't know. I don't know is the answer. I don't have an answer for you. So let's load my level. By the way, I will not be getting a 100% on this level. So this is the same song you saw, but now it is fully added with stuff. And look how few things there are. There are so few things here. Because of the prefabs. These prefabs have so many things built into them. You know? This is, and like I can quickly jump in and know what things are. This part here looks like it should be able to be prefabbed, but it is actually unique. You see it doesn't repeat really anywhere. So I can't really prefab that one. And you can, I don't even like how you can't tell how many bullets there are. You have to zoom in. So this is obviously placeholder rectangles. Soundodger Plus wishes it could be this clean. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Oh, you want to see something cool we can do here? Let me see. I don't want to break it. Let's see. Editor, canvas. Oh, I don't even know where it is. Is it this? No. Scroll bar. Game border? No. Where's the thing? Oh, I know what it is. It's the camera. There it is. So I'm going to have a thing. Now, this is Unity. We're going to have a better one. Or, no, sorry. We're going to have a worse one in like the settings window here. But I'm going to have a thing that lets you change the color so you can like edit your... You can go full dark mode and see literally nothing. Look, Soundodger Plus. Soundodger Plus can't read a thing. So I thought it'd be nice if you can like change your... Make it, you know, suit your personality. You know? So that'd be nice. Anyway. Did I just break it? Why is the game black in the background? Oh, maybe it's supposed... Is it supposed to be black? Hold on. Oh, it is. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to turn the volume up. I'm going to try and play this level to the best of my ability. I'm sorry that I'm not going to get 100%, but the score thing doesn't work anyway in the editor. It just always displays 75%. Why does that not look centered? It looks like it's closer to the top. Anyway, so we're going to play the... Oh, I didn't tell you the best button. This one. Why did no one mention the last thing I haven't clicked? Or even mentioned. This button. You may think it's cool that it takes you back, but look. While the level's spinning, if you hit this, it not only takes you back to the very beginning frame of the game, but look at the rotation of the enemies. It takes you to original rotation. So you can actually reset the level without having to reload it. It's so useful. I needed it when I was doing the trailer, and so I added the button. I'm like, wow, this would have been so useful in Soundodger Plus. So, anyway, let's play the game. Perfect score so far. Oh no. That was poor planning on my part. Hold on. I messed up at the climactic part. Sorry. Why do I keep getting hit at the cool parts? Oh wait, this isn't right. Well, anyway, I forgot. I was supposed to change that at the end there. Ta-da! 100%. Coming right up. I was supposed to... Hold on. There, I was supposed to clear like that. There you go. Salty run back. Alright. Also, those were not supposed to be here. Oh, right, I forgot to change them. They're supposed to be further out because I need to be on the edges here. By the way, it's the particle effects that are stopping it from being better frame rate. There we go. I need to address those particle effects. Anyway, that's the level. I don't know if you guys enjoyed that. I couldn't read the chat. Is this an official level? It's the official first level ever made. I don't know if it's going to be in the game, but this is me just messing with the editor. I just really hope this game won't have many performance problems like Overpass did. Well, so far we do have some. So, just got to keep working on it. Oh, some of you came late. Are these in-game effects? Is there going to be testing, though? Do you mean like QA? Like, is the game going to be tested before it launches? Yeah, there's going to be testing. Of course. Was Soundodger Plus tested? Yes, it was. Adult Swim has its own QA team that told me a few things. I told them they're all silly for thinking those were bugs. I told them it's perfect as it is, and we shipped it. Jello asked a question while you were playing. Will Soundodger Sunday 62 be a building stream? I don't think so. I don't know what 62 will be. I don't play it. Someone redeem. Oh. Wait. What are all the differences? Gerard Tales, I'm not going over them. Sorry. You can watch the VOD, or you can watch it as it gets put on YouTube in a couple weeks. Our screen clears vanilla, which is something that you asked. Our screen clears vanilla. What do you mean? Are they vanilla? Like, are they going to come with the editor? Yes? That's already confirmed. Now, it's not implemented yet, but screen clears are going to be in, and they are going to be in two different ways that I'm aware of. One of them is going to be to, for instance, if I have all of this, and the editor actually uses it so you can see exactly what it looks like. If I just click somewhere else to change where the playhead is, if I click over here, notice all the bullets will disappear in one frame. That one's still there because I got hit. But they disappear like that. There's no particle effects. They're just gone. So that is an instant clear. So they're gone in one frame. And the other one is where they get erased with particle effects. So it's almost as if they like vanished magically. So it's up to you how you'd like them to disappear. How do we tell the bullets apart? Wait for me to keep working on the editor and finishing it so that you can tell them apart. Right now everything is a blue rectangle, so that's not implemented yet, so you have to wait on that to get in. This is an entire toolbar of things that are missing. So you're just going to have to wait and see on that one. If you want to see the BPM thing in action, I can just start, well, I don't want to play with that. Let me load nothing. 3D tilt. My laptop can barely run 3D mode in Plus. I hope you have a video card, a dedicated video card, because you may not be able to run most modern 3D games. Anyway, let's play it. Let me jump to somewhere with a beat. So I'm just going to be tapping on BPM, and you'll see how all of these ticks are going to move based on my accuracy or inaccuracy. So here we go. Where's the beat? Where's right here? Okay. Anyway, so you can see, oh, spacebar hit one more. So it is right, it's just off by a quarter, so if I do that, it's, maybe it's not fully synced up. So I'm going to have a method too, it's pretty close. I'm going to have it able to adjust these things a lot more easily, because right now it's not fun to not have an input box to just type in the BPM and what the offset is. So I do mid-low NVIDIA. You might be okay. We'll see how it is. I don't know. And I also don't want to display. Like I just keep subdividing, and then you won't be able to like see anything. It's like LA fog. There's just so many of these things. So anyway, that's basically everything that I wanted to show you tonight. And that is the first unofficial Soundodger 2 level that has been made. Again, super clean. If you want to look at the XML, oh, that's something else. That's my that's my Soundodger Sunday clips. I'm going to show you right now. I think I have it here. Where is it? Is this it? No. So you're gonna, this is all still placeholder as well, and this is the really unfun part of the stream. But essentially, let me make it bigger for you. So this is info. I don't know why enemies is here, but it is right now. Version is going to be important, so I know if certain things are supported or not and how to handle them if things change over time. Colors is strictly just colors of things, which is, look at the floor. Floor A, score A. Because you can change the score circle. Opacity alpha, those are alpha transparencies, by the way. Floor alpha. Settings, you've got the BG type, the size of the arena, and there would be a power up here. Like you would have power up equals blast. Wow, we're on all caps. And that technically should give you the blast power up. These should look familiar, except it's a little bit cleaner. Now it doesn't say... What did it used to say? I already forgot. I forget, but it's a lot cleaner. So it just says event type is time warp, so to speak, and the time is that, and what is the value of the thing. So it's a lot cleaner now. Because it used to say... God, what did it used to say? Someone tell me. What did Soundodger Plus say as the levels? Okay, let's open this one. It used to say... That's not a good example. Here, let's do Shia LaBeouf. Oh, it used to say time, enemies... Oh, warp type equals time warp. So you didn't know if it was a bullet or not until, you know, they always had the time first. It wasn't necessary, so... yeah, so that's time, spin... chromatic, you can see they all are the same deal. All the different things, blur, size, spotlight. So an actual bullet, time is first, enemies is the same thing as before. You'll see pattern is now called pattern. I don't think it was called that before. It was called shot type, right? Shot type, NRM for bullet type, offset. Let me see what it looked like. Amount 0, speed 0, yeah. So bullet type is arrow, aim is center, rose 1. Rose is now a thing, no matter what. Hello, Mellow. Thank you for the 8 months. What's up? Lifespan, that is for homing. You did not see that in the marker decks. I'm going to be adding that. Oh wait, it is there. What am I talking about? If you make a homing bullet, lifespan is absolutely there. And if you make it stream, you got 2 boxes to input here. Is the center enemy re-implemented? Not yet. Not yet. Offset, this is now just a very simple offset 0 and offset are now combined into a simple thing here with a comma. Same thing for amount, oops. Same thing for amount, speed, spread. And layer is strictly for the editor, but that needs to be here. So I've cleaned that up considerably. I assume you would agree with me. Let me jump in and make a prefab so you can see what actually happens under the hood here, just to see how it will open. By the way, did you notice the editor just loads your last opened file? I didn't have to load that. It just opened it up for me. Isn't that convenient? So I'm just going to make one thing, no matter what it is, and we'll make it like 2 different bullets that are noticeably different. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Make these a prefab. and we'll drag them until the end of time. Oops. Save. Okay. So let me open up Strim. Yes. So all of that was like 100 bullets, 200 bullets I just had there. It is literally just prefab master. It gives it an ID so you can look it up later. The duration of just one segment of it, and then the 2 bullets, which is the same type of syntax as one of these guys. Can I zoom out? Can you guys see more? I don't know. I don't want to make it too small. It's the same syntax as one of these, so it holds that inside of the prefab master. But you'll notice the time is relative to the prefab, if that makes sense. So something that starts at the very beginning is time 0, and this one was 0.48, and the whole thing is 0.96. And then the actual implementation of the prefab in the game is here, ID 0, so it looks up the ID to know what the master is. Time when it physically starts. Offset is how many seconds before a loop, so if it doesn't exactly start on 0, it'll fix that, like if you drag it left from the beginning. Total duration is how long it lasts, and then what layer that prefab is in. So that's it. All of that is only a little bit. So if I go here, you'll see that the prefabs are all at the end. And so that first prefab is pretty big. That's the intro that gets repeated 4 times. And you notice it's the first ID is 25. The cool thing is, after you keep working on a level, you will see how many prefabs you've made and deleted. What's the prefab? I mean, if you want to see the prefab. I gotta load it real quick. Prefab's this first one over here, and this one's looped 4 times. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it's almost 4. 3.9. And it's just those single notes. I guess it would be kind of cool to see the level while the bullets are here. To kind of see, I guess you get the gist. Alright, so what else do we have here? ID 27, 29, 31. I don't have them labeled. I'm thinking about having them be labeled. Not so you can work in here, but like so you can just look at this and this will have like a little piece of text on there. It says, something, what would you say? Chorus, verse, temp, fix this. I don't know if you would use this. But that's it. So all the prefabs, these are all the prefab masters. So all those, this is a prefab master of 1 bullet. And so this is literally every prefab in the editor right here. In the level, the ones that you're looking at, these are all the prefabs. And the cool thing is I don't have, do I have any repeated? 29, 31, 32, 4, 5, 6. There's a 35. So yeah, I have 2 35s, 2 37s. So it's efficient. Every time you have to copy and paste, it's efficient. Now, right now, you can't tell the difference between, like, which ones are the pairs, right? Which ones go together? You can't really tell. This one does. I know. This one goes with this one. These two are the same. So if I made changes in this one, it'll affect this one. So I'm going to make that more apparent. I'll have them, like, be linked, like highlight or whatever, and tell you up in the marker deck, or I guess prefab deck, it'll tell you, you know, you're editing multiple prefabs right now. So lots of prefab stuff needs to be made to keep track of that, because I don't want that to become confusing. The whole point of this is to be efficient, but like if you can copy and paste one and it's taking the same ID, that's a thing. And then this stuff is all the way at the bottom because it's not important for loading the actual game, but this is BPM, where the first beat happens, if snapping was left on or off, and then all the custom names of layers that you made on the side there. So that's about it. I don't know if you would be able to guess how big a level like this would have been in Soundodger Plus, but on disk it is 52 kilobytes. This like 4.5 minute level was 52 kilobytes. So I think that's pretty good. I think the prefabs not only make it easier for you to keep track of what's going on, keep things organized, but also it makes the files much smaller. which who cares? They were already small to begin with, except for like the crazy ones that are like 6 megs. But those I assume would become much smaller too. But again, I mean, if you want to see why'd I hit that? I can show you a glitch. It's not a glitch. It's bad logic. Does this mean parallel bullets won't take 20 markers each? I hope not. But if this is a thing that's not working. If I do the repeat thing I was telling you about, if I just do a one beat bullet that drags out forever, you'll notice if I go far enough, it's going to break. How come when you guys are watching it doesn't break? I did not fix this. There's no way this isn't broken. It's slow, by the way, because it's rebuilding it every frame. That's not efficient yet. Wow, it's like working. Okay. Never mind. Here, let me make a new one. Why did that happen? Let's do... I don't know, like that. Make a prefab. Oop. Why? Was it just working now? You guys are going to watch and now it's working? What? Alright, never mind. It's fine now. I never fixed that. I never fixed that. Why is it working? It was broken here. Oh, here we go. Right there. So this thing. This is supposed to repeat. It's literally just 1, 2, 3. That's it. 1, 2, 3. That's just those 3 bullets. This, by the way, is part of that side. So, oh no, selection. Can't have select one. If I start selecting in here, it's broken. I'm not clicking right now, and if I leave, it's like stuck, so I have to... Anyway, so you can see it should happen every single tick, and you can see eventually there's a tick where it doesn't, right there. It just doesn't appear right there. So it's just some math thing, a decimal error, or it doesn't edit. Anyway, I have 100 things like that need to be fixed in the editor, but it's coming along nicely. I like how far it's come along. This level took a long time to make because all the tools you just saw me use did not exist in one form or another while I was trying to make the level. So now that all these tools do exist, it's a lot easier. But again, I can't select these 3 and drag them. If I try and drag, it just does that. So like that kind of stuff that was in Soundodger Plus is not here. And then you can kind of remember a few other tools that are not working as well. So parallel bullets can now be done in 1 marker, correct? Thanks to a new aim at world. I've just realized that you can do prefabs in the editor and you don't have to do them in the XML. Yes? Hopefully there's going to be little to no need for XML editing. That's the plan. What are parallel bullets? Parallel bullets. Let me mute everything but this layer. Ooh, look, we can use layer muting. If I do world, parallel bullet, we'll do a duration stream. It goes for like 10. Does it really not work? There it goes. Okay. So these are parallel bullets. They are always parallel to each other. Ooh, that looked cool. So these ones are always aiming straight up because of the offset 0, and it always stays 0. But this is very tough to do in Soundodger Plus because you could never get enemies to do that as one single bullet marker. You would have to have a separate one for each one that aims in a different direction and stuff. There's layers. Oh yeah, you missed a lot. You missed a lot. We're kind of at the end of it. I have shown, I think, every single thing now. So yeah. What are parallel bullets? I just bought the game yesterday. Welcome. You picked the right time to get into Soundodger because you're going to be fresh and ready to go for Soundodger 2 later this year. Will there be error bullets in the main game? Yes. Let's see what it looks like. Hey, error bullets. They're back. Blink, blink. What are error bullets? Those are problems from the first game that I brought over into the second game. I don't know why I decided to do that. Oh, for legacy support. But they're here now, so there you go. Dun, 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 dun. And that's it. What's the best thing about error bullets? Not much. They look interesting. I don't want to spill too much for myself, but I suppose editor features would be a good thing to know about ahead of time. I mean, if you consider this, looking in the editor spoilers, you know what? You could. Because what if you want to go into Soundodger 2 levels, like the main game, and like be genuinely surprised by everything, not knowing, I won't say anything, not knowing that this or that was possible. This could be a spoiler, especially if we just did this and I showed you all the difficulties and challenges and backgrounds and movement. This is all going to be different. This is all placeholder down here. I kind of just threw it all down here because it needs to be somewhere for me to mess with it. Even though it doesn't even work, why did I put it in if it doesn't do anything? Not knowing it actually turns into a real-time strategy game midway through. Yeah. Movement option? Yeah, we're not going to look at those today. First off, that's not even implemented. It's a drop-down that does nothing but spoil things for you. Really, all you need to know is you can click and drag on your enemies, which you could not do in S Plus editor. This is the greatest gift I've ever given you. Don't say I never gave you anything. This is going to be an inputtable box, pattern at, in case you want to fudge that. I don't know why you'd want to, but you can. Why not? Oh, and I didn't show you when you go above 32 enemies, it squishes them for now. So I have it maxed out at 64, so you can have 64 enemies. Why not? Who's to... This looks like a Kino board. Anybody know what Kino is? Let me control click. Bam. There's one. So there you go. Look, we can do nice little patterns that no one even... What is... Like, I don't even know what this would look like until I look over to the left. Oh, look. There's like Z fighting. That's weird. The outlines are fighting with each other. Oh, some of them are turning white too. Oh. Yeah, some of them are overlapping. Anyway. Kino board. It's a casino game. It's like the lottery, but smaller. It's like bingo, kind of. It's like bingo lottery. You're just gambling on numbers appearing. It's a casino game. But it's just a big board of numbers, and like you punch out your numbers that you want, and then they pull out the numbers from the top, and you either win or you don't. I don't know why it's called Kino. Bam. There's everyone. That's all I have to show you. I've been working hard on this. Let me tell you, this came a long way since last week. Most of these things I was showing you were either broken or not working at all, so that's that. And my list is very long. Look at my list right now. Oh, there's so many things. But so many things are tabbed, and I did work on them, so that's cool. Let me see if there's anything I missed on here. Let's see. Error on that. Don't use that. Right-clicking, change rooms. Highlight this. Highlight that. Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So thanks, everyone, for tuning in. I am actually going to get going. Boom! With the music. Turn it down. I hope you enjoyed seeing editor stuff. Next week is actually going to be... it's tentative, but it might be a very special stream. Because if you haven't heard, Flash is going away on January 12th. It is just having the plug pulled. It's going away forever. And I'm not going to promise myself I wouldn't get emotional, but we have a Soundodger Sunday, or we have a Sunday stream 1 week from today. January 10th, 2 days before the end of Flash. So I think we might be taking a look at some Flash games. You know, ones that I made, or made with a team, or my wife. Maybe we'll have a special guest. Maybe not. So we should do that. A little memorial. We need a good send-off. So pretty bummed about Flash. Feels right to have a send-off. We should do something. I mean, technically Flash has been dead for years, but both Microsoft and the major browsers are going to permanently ban it or forcibly uninstall it from your computer. And I heard Windows is not only going to force you to uninstall Flash Player, but also make it impossible to reinstall it. Which is... that is like non-consensual software manipulation, in my opinion. But can Soundodger Plus still work? Yes. Any ActionScript 3 EXE, like Choice Chamber, Basketball, Soundodger, those should all work. And by the way, I say should. All should work. But every SWF file on the entire internet will no longer work. They will not work on Windows because Microsoft is removing the player. And that also, we don't know for sure, but that probably means that anyone who made a EXE projector from a SWF, so you can play it as if it was in an HTML file, but like locally on your computer, also will stop working. Doesn't this also mean you will become unable to update any of your Flash games? Maybe. It depends if I can make certificates or not. If I can't make new certificates, then I'll have to find a workaround. But yeah, if like Twitch changes the API for the chat, and I have to go into Choice Chamber and fix it, like Flash still runs. I can still make Flash content, but will I be able to update it? Good question. I should be able to update my Steam games, but not my... I don't know. I don't even know. No one knows. It's very unclear. So we'll see what happens. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, holding hands together. The Flash player made itself internally stop working after January since they announced the deprecation. All right. Let's open something. Hold on. Let's open a game. Bean's Old Games. Here's a folder of every old game I've made. Let's see. Alright, looks fine to me. This is running. That's running. Here's hallsoup.exe. Here's the exe projector. Also works fine. We'll stay tuned. We'll see if this works from 2 weeks from now. May not. It might. Anyway, I'll see everyone next week. Have a wonderful everything. Yes, we pray for Ruffle. Still doesn't work with all my games, even though they're ActionScript 1 and 2. So take it easy. Happy New Year, everyone. We missed that. I mean, I said it last week, but Happy New Year, actually. Hey, Bean, can't you export your Flash things as a canvas? What? I don't even know what that means. I saw that option within Flash. I don't know. Maybe not in my version of Flash. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. Oh, an HTML canvas. I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyway. Goodbye, my loves. That's it. Bye. Wait, this is such a sad song. We gotta do something less sad. Let's do here we go. Alright. Goodbye everyone. Sending off with a real banger. Here we go. So I don't think I got the chance before, but I really wanted to thank you for playing Soundodger. If you're playing this level just for the achievement, that's fine, but I really hope you enjoyed your journey up until this point. I guess the song's been pretty easy by this point, so I should give you something crazy so you've kind of earned your way to 100%. Let's see. How about this? That? This? One of these? Two of those? A little sprinkle of this here and there. And, yeah. One of these! There you go. Good job. 100%. Coming right up. As soon as I'm done talking. But before you go, I just wanted to thank you one more time from the bottom of my heart. Whether you've collected it before or not, thank you.